Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Harling. I'm going to go over tonight's homework. I will do some of the problems with you, and then the rest you are responsible to do on your own. Don't forget, I will be checking to make sure that you have done the homework when we go over it the next day. So tonight's homework was Chapter 11, page 641, and you're also going to do the back of this page, 642. At the top, it says find unknown side lengths. And in the upper right-hand corner, it says practice and homework, lesson 11.3. So let's go over the learning target that we have been talking about. It says, I can find the unknown length of a side in a figure. So we've been talking about seeing all of the lengths around the figure because we are learning perimeter, but one of the sides is missing a length. So we have to figure out what that unknown or missing length is so that we can find the total perimeter around a figure. So that's what we're doing on our homework. So if you look at number 1, they've already given you the answer, but I'm still going to go over it. It says find the unknown side length. So let's take a little bit of a closer look. I'll zoom in just a little. And it says the perimeter of this figure is 33 centimeters. So I have all of the sides except X. This is the unknown length. This is the missing length that I do not know. So I have to find the missing length in order to get a total perimeter of 33. So let's see what they did. They took all of the lengths that were there, 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 4, and then they put the letter X for the missing side. When you get all the numbers, you will get 33. So far, we have these numbers, and they add up to 24. So now we're going to find 24 plus X, that missing length, will give us 33. And they told us what it is, which is 9. But I want to go over quickly how they got the number 9. What did they do? They took 24 and 33 and they subtracted it. So let me just do that right here. 33 on top, 24 on the bottom. In the ones place, I cannot take 4 from 3, so I have to go to the tens place and regroup. More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. The 3 becomes a 2, and this 3 becomes a 13. 13 minus 4 is 9. So that's how they got 9. They took the known lengths, all the lengths that were there. They took the total perimeter and they subtracted them to find 9. So I will not do number 2. The perimeter is 92 inches. They've given you most of the lengths except this side is blank. It has the letter T. So you're going to add up all the sides, and then you're going to find that answer and subtract it from 92 to find the missing length. Okay? So let me zoom out here. That would be number 2. Let's go down to the problem solving. Let's see, which one should I do? Okay, let's do number 3. Number 3 says Stephen has a rectangular rug with a perimeter of 16 feet. The width of the rug is 5 feet. What is the length of the rug? So if I just drew a quick little picture right here, and I know that the total perimeter is 16 feet, but the width of the rug is 5, okay? So let's say, it really doesn't matter which side we use, but let's say these two sides are 5, okay? So we know 5 plus 5 equals 10. But what number do we need to get to? 16. So we're going to subtract 16 from 10. So 16 will go on top and 10 will go on the bottom. 16 minus 10 is 6. Now, it doesn't mean that 6 is going to go on each side. It means we need to divide the number 6 so we can put part of it here and part of it here. So if we split 6 in half, the answer is 3 and 3. So this would be 3, and this would be 3. So if you add up all the sides, boys and girls, you will get 16. 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 does give you 16, and I'll just write it under here. When I add those all together, I do get 16. So the missing length, because the question says, what is the length of the rug? The length of the rug, we know, is the total perimeter is 16, but the missing length was 3. So if you just want to put a 3 here, that's your final answer. Remember, I usually circle the final answer so that I am answering the question. All right, now you're going to do number 4. Number 4, let me just zoom out here because some of you might still be copying number 3. But if you do number 4, be careful. This is a square. It is not a rectangle. And we have learned all the sides on the square are the same. Every length will be the same. You will use the same number going all the way around a square. All right, so let me just move it up just a little bit. If you're still copying, you have some time because I am now going to do number 5, the writing part of the math I always do with you. It says, explain how to write and solve an equation to find an unknown side length of a rectangle when given the perimeter. So let's just say, here's my rectangle. And they want us, again, to explain how to write and solve an equation to find an unknown side. So let's just say that these sides are 6. And we have to find an unknown side length because we don't know it. So we don't know what this is and we don't know what this is, but we do know the perimeter. So we're going to say that the perimeter, boys and girls, is 16, okay? So the total perimeter all the way around this rectangle is 16. So how do we solve this? Let's write. First, add the known sides. So what do we know? Well, we know 6 and 6 is there. So we would add those together and we would get 12. We also know that the perimeter, the total, is 16. So first we're going to add the known sides. Next, subtract that answer from the perimeter. Now again, if Ms. Harling is going too fast, you guys know what to do. You can pause the video, copy what you need to copy, and when you are done, then you can hit play again so that you can catch up to where I am. All right, so for number 5, what did we say so far? First, we add up the known sides. 6 plus 6 would give us 12. We would take that 12 and we would subtract that answer from the total perimeter, which is 16. So let's do that. 6, let me just move this over, zoom out a little bit. 6 plus 6 is 12. And now I'm going to subtract 16 from 12, which is 4. Okay. And I have to take that 4 and split it between the two sides. So after you add the known sides and subtract the answer from the perimeter, it says you can write then. Notice Ms. Harling is using sequencing words. First, next, then. Then divide that answer by the missing sides. So if my answer is 4, I have to divide that between this side and this side, which would basically be 4 divided by 2, which is 2. So each side of this rectangle is now 2 and 2. Okay, so now if I add up all the sides, I'm going to get 16. 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 is going to give me 16. All right, so that's my final answer. Please copy this. Again, I'm going to give you maybe a minute, and then I'm going to turn the page. So if you're not ready to go to the other side of the paper, please pause the video and finish writing what you need to write. But right now, I'll give you 1 minute. Remember, first we're adding the known sides. Next, we subtract that answer from the perimeter. Then divide the missing answer by, divide that answer by the missing sides. And this is all the steps that I did to find the answer, which is 2 and 2. Okay, my friends, I'm going to the other side. All right, let's look at number 1 and 2 at the top. Let's see. I'm not going to do number 1. Let's do number 2. It says, Davia draws a shape with 5 sides. 2 sides are each 5 inches long. 2 other sides are 4 inches long. The perimeter is 27. What is the length of the 5th side? Now, what she basically drew, boys and girls, is what we call a pentagon, because a pentagon has 5 sides, because it says she drew a shape with 5 sides. That's basically a pentagon. So 2 of the sides are 5 each, so we'll just put 5 and 5 here. And then it says 2 other sides are 4, so we'll put 4 and 4. And the perimeter of the shape, 2 sides are 5, 2 other sides are 4. The perimeter of the shape is 27 inches. What is the length of the 5th side? So here's the one we don't know. So again, let me zoom in so you can see. 2 sides are 5, 2 other sides are 4. We don't know what this one is. So let's add what we have so far. 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4. Well, if you add that together, that's 10, and this is 8. So 10 plus 8 is 18. So far we have a perimeter of 18. Oops, sorry, but we need to get to 27. So I'm going to subtract 27 minus 18, okay? And when I subtract 27 minus 18, I'm going to get 9. So what is the missing side? The missing side is 9. Everybody see how I did that? I added up all the known sides, and then I subtracted that from the total perimeter, which they told us is 27, from what I have so far, which is 18, and 27 minus 18 is 9. 9 is the unknown side. Again, that's what we've been learning in math with perimeter, trying to find the unknown side. Okay, let me zoom out. I'm not doing number 3. This is a review of things we've learned. It says, what multiplication expression represents these numbers? Let's see, I'll do number 4. Bob bought 3 packs of model cars. He gave 4 cars to Anne. Bob has 11 cars left. How many model cars were in each pack? Oh my. So he bought 3 packs. He gave 4 cars to Anne, and now Bob has 11 cars left. It says how many model cars were in each pack. Okay, this one's hard, but the answer is 5. But let me explain why the answer is 5. So he has 5. There were 5 cars in each pack. So 5 times 3, if you bought 3 packs and there's 5 in each, that's 15. He gave 4 to Anne. So you got to take 4 off. That leaves you with 11, and that's where the 11 came from. So how many model cars were in each pack? 5. The answer is 5, boys and girls. I'm just going to give you that answer. All right, number 5, okay, because we're almost at the 15-minute mark. This homework's a little bit longer than some of the others, okay? It says, Randy read a book in the afternoon. He looked at his watch. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Randy read a book in the afternoon. He looked at his watch when he started and finished reading. How long did Randy read? Well, the first clock tells us that he started at 4:10, if we write it in digital time, and he finished reading close to 5 o'clock. It's not 5 o'clock, but it's very close to the 5 o'clock hour. That's why the shorthand is pointing to the 5. So he finished at 4:55. So from 4:10 to 4:55, because they're in the same hour, you can subtract. Oops. So I'm going to write 4:55 minus 4:10. You can't do this all the time, but you can do it when you are talking about the same hour. They're still in the 4 o'clock hour. So 5 minus 0 is 5, and 5 minus 1 is 4. So he read for 45 minutes, boys and girls. That is your answer for number 5. All right, now I am not going to do number 6. You have to do number 6 and some of the other problems on the front and the back on your own. All right, I hope that this helped you. I went over the 15-minute mark because some of these problems were a little bit longer, but we will go over it together. I expect everyone to do their homework. All right, boys and girls, bye for now.